You don't have to put away tons of money in order to get to somewhere that is worth getting. I've told you before that if you start, let's say at age 25 and you invest all the way to age 65 and you made the prevailing market returns of 10% per year, right? You only have to put away $158 a month approximately in order to get to $1 million in nest egg. And $158 a month, we spend way more than that on lesser things, and we spend way more than that on less important things. And that is nowhere near the 15% of income that we talk about for most individuals. The 15% of income should get most individuals into the multi-million dollar range. So let's talk about a couple of the situations in which that is the case. So sticking with that same theme of a 40-year time horizon, if you invested from age 25 to age 65 and made 10% rates of returns on your money over that time, and again, you may not make this rate of return, but we're just doing this for illustration purposes. You may make more, you may make less. Okay, but if you put away 15% of your income as somebody who made $50,000 a year, you could accumulate $3.95 million over the course of a 40-year period. And that's assuming that you never make more than $50,000 a year, right? And if you made $80,000 a year, right, a little bump from the 50, and never made more than $80,000 a year, you could accumulate $6.32 million over the course of your working life and have quite a nice nest egg for you to sit on and live on when you retire. The whole point is you don't have to make six figures in order to build a nice nest egg for yourself. Now, is it very difficult to be able to invest 15% of your income? Absolutely it is, right? Absolutely, it's very, very difficult to be able to put away that much money. But what makes it easier? What makes it easier is taking advantage of the income that you do have, right? Taking control of the income that you do have. And the way that we take control of the income that we do have is that we budget, right? We know where our money is going, right? We have emergency funds, we get out of debt, right? We don't have money just flying out of the window because we have to pay Ford Motor Company and we have to pay American Express or MasterCard. We don't have to pay those people because we have taken control of our incomes and we know where our money is going, and we pay for everything in cash. And when you pay for everything in cash and you don't have debt, then you have margin. You have space in your budget to be able to invest. You have space in your budget to be able to build wealth. And putting away 15% of your income is not that crazy anymore. So just for instance, right, 15% of a $50,000 a year annual income, right, would be $7,500 a year. If you break that down into a monthly number, that is $625 a month. There are people who have car payments that are more than $625 a month, right? Not to mention what they're paying to the credit card companies, not to mention what they're paying to the student loan companies, not to mention what they're paying on old medical bills or what, right? The debts that people are paying are probably far greater than what I'm looking for you to invest. And it's really telling that we don't think that we can invest that much, but we do think that it's okay to spend that much in debt payments. And it's absolutely not. We have to use our income in the best way possible. We have to use our income in the most efficient way possible. And the most efficient way is to get out of debt, is to start building wealth by putting away small amounts incrementally, right? You can start small. You don't have to start at $625 a month. That may seem like a lot to a lot of you, but you can build up, and you can do that because you're not going to be sitting with debt payments. You're not going to be trying to actively continue to put money away because you've already built an emergency fund, right? Unless you are saving for something specific like a new car or a down payment on a house or something like that. Unless you have specific savings goals, there's really nowhere else for your money to go than into the investing bin, or you can spend that money, or you can give that money, right? And that is financial freedom, right? That is financial freedom in order to be able to make those types of decisions for yourself. You have taken control of the income that you do have, right? Your income is powerful. Regardless of the amount of income that you make, your income is powerful, because what your income allows you to do is it allows you to build up assets. It allows you to become an owner over the long term, which is what we want. We want to build ownership. We want to become owners in mutual funds and stocks and real estate and things that are going to go up in value over the long term. And if we can become owners, right, and really take on that ownership role, then we can build wealth. And if we can build wealth, then guess what happens? What happens is those things that we own end up paying for our lifestyle later on, and we no longer need an income, right? Now, obviously, the higher that your income is, the more money you can put away. The higher your income is, the quicker you can possibly get out of debt, right? If you have any, the higher your income is, the more you're going to be able to give and spend and invest and save and all these different things, right? So yes, your income being greater is going to be more and more powerful. But you have to understand that if you allow that lifestyle creep to set in, you allow keeping up with the Joneses to dictate what you should do with your money, then it is going to be very, very difficult to do the right things with your money over the long term. So you have to make those types of decisions. You have to employ self-discipline on yourself and your actions, and you have to have a plan.